welcome to Marriott MBA Today. I am Melanie Lopez, and I'm joined today by Professor Sudweeks. Thanks for joining us.
Melanie, thank you for the invitation.
So Professor Sudweeks is one of our personal finance professors, and he's here to talk today about our retirement savings. So tell me a little bit, I'm a second year and I'll be graduating this spring, and I'll be starting a new job. So when I'm looking at my budget, how much of my salary do you recommend that I save for retirement?
Melanie, I teach my students that I think they should save 20% of every dollar they make after college. I know that's a lot. That 20% will include retirement. It'll include savings for your kids' missions and educations.
That's after tithing?
That's after tithing.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So it is an aggressive amount. My wife always says, she says, live like most people won't, and then you'll live like most people can't. The reason we can be back here with 7 children and teaching at BYU is because we followed that counsel.
Do you think that most people don't save enough? Is that an issue?
Yes.
Yes.
And because of that, there's going to have challenges at retirement.
So when I'm looking at retirement plans, what's the difference between a defined benefit plan, or a DB, and defined contribution, or DC plan?
Okay, a defined benefit plan is a plan where the company makes an agreement to pay a certain amount every month after you retire. That amount is based on how many years you worked at the company, your salary, and some specified percentage. A defined contribution amount is where, a defined contribution plan is where the employer is responsible for the amount that they save. And that's based on how much they put in, how long they keep it in, and the return on the investments. So in essence, a defined contribution, the responsibilities with the employee, and a defined benefit is the responsibilities with the employer. The challenge is that in 1983, there were 175,000 defined benefit plans. Now there's less than 20,000.
Is defined benefit the same as a pension plan, or is that different?
Yes, the same.
The same. So, so do you see a trend then towards defined contribution? That's what most of us will be facing?
That's right. Companies are shifting the responsibility for retirement from the company to the employee.
Okay, so when I start this summer, it'll be, if I am going to a company which has a DC plan, how much do you recommend that I put into the 401k?
Generally, the first thing I do is I applaud you. Everyone should be contributing to those 401k plans. I think that's a great idea. The reason I like 401k plans is you never see that money. So you're saving for retirement without seeing it. So if you don't see it, you don't miss it.
Absolutely.
The second thing is there's a thing called a company match that's really important. And that match is if the company's trying to encourage you to save, so if you'll save a certain percentage, the company will match it with its own percentage. And that's considered free money. So by not contributing to the 401k and getting the company match, you are leaving money on the table.
So if my company says that you contribute 5% and we'll match 5%, you would recommend contributing the full 5%?
The full 5%. In fact, I would recommend even more of that. So I would do enough. My first priority would be to get the company match.
Okay.
And then I would continue to invest more based on my views on whether you go a Roth or a traditional vehicle.
So a lot of companies have more than just 401k. They also have an option that you can do an IRA. So what's the difference between a 401k and an IRA?
Both of these are qualified. Both of these are retirement plans. The 401k is a company retirement plan, and an IRA is an individual retirement plan. Both of them are the same in that you put money in before tax, and when you take the money out at retirement, you have to pay taxes on it.
Right.
The downside, the differences are with a company retirement plan in 2012, the limit is $17,000. With an individual retirement plan, the limit is only $5,000. In addition, with an individual retirement plan, there are some income limitations.
Okay. And then within IRAs, there's a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. So should I use the Roth IRA or the traditional?
Let me explain something. There's a difference between an investment vehicle and an investment asset. An investment vehicle is a tax law defined framework that has specific tax advantages. They're usually named after some obscure line of code in the IRS code, such as a 403B or a 401k or something like that, or some politician's name like a Roth IRA. So an investment vehicle is something like a shopping cart. And an investment asset is what you put in that shopping cart. It is a stock, a bond, a mutual fund, a CD. So a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA are both investment vehicles. Now the difference between a Roth is you put it in after tax. And so when you put it in after tax, you pay taxes on it now, but when you take it out at retirement, you don't have to pay taxes on it. So the decision whether to go with a Roth or a traditional is based on really your views. Number one, you'd go a traditional if you think your tax rate in retirement is going to be less than it is right now, and also if you need the tax benefits now. You would go a Roth if you think the tax rate in retirement is going to be higher than it is now. If you need, or you might think you might need the assets. Or in reality, with a Roth, you're actually putting more money away for retirement because you're paying the taxes outside of the retirement vehicle.
Okay, so you're paying at today's tax rates for the Roth rather than future tax rates when
Correct.
you retire. Great, thank you so much. Where can people go to get more information about retirements and 401k?
One of the nice things is the Marriott School of Management has put together a website on personal finance. It's at www.personalfinance.byu.edu. On that website, we also include the materials such as the book, the personal finance manual we use in the MBA 620 and 418 class. You can also download that for free as well. But it's a wonderful resource put together again by the Finance Department and the Marriott School of Management to help people get their financial houses in order.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for being on our show today, and thank you for watching this personal finance series.